Welcome to the Hawks Nest. The men's basketball team is on a mission to send the Lambton Lions home with a loss and to make up for losing their season opener back in Lambton's house. Hello, I'm Natalie Stoberman. The Hawks are sitting pretty in third best seed in the West Division and riding an 8-game win streak. But the Lions have other ideas. They've been a thorn in Humber's side since the Hawks knocked them out of the quarterfinals in last season's OCAA playoffs. So they haven't forgotten that, and they want to take it to them in tonight's game. For more on the matchup, let's send it over to Connor.
Thank you, Natalie, and thank you for tuning back in with us for the second game of today's doubleheader. The women recently just defeated the Lambton Lions in spectacular fashion, and the boys are looking to do the same. But as Natalie mentioned, October 24th, Lambton beating Humber 83-74. So the Hawks definitely got a bone to pick with this Lambton Lions team. But since their first two games of this season over and against Lambton, the Hawks have only dropped one and are on an 8-game win streak. It is going to be a great game, and starting lineups being announced right now. Big play coming out of Matthew Bukovic in that October 24th game, as well as Gibson Edifol. They're going to need those two to step up tonight. It should be a thriller, ladies and gentlemen. The Hawks look to make their winning streak 9 and push forward their standing within the West Division. Another big player, Tyrone Dixon out of Scarborough, Ontario, the fourth year, has been a big player this year for this Hawks team. They're really going to need him to come big as well. It's been a long time since the 24th of October. Both teams with a lot of time to improve. Lambton sitting at a good 8-4 on the season, a few games back behind their fellow teams, but a win here could really elevate their standing. Tyrone Dixon had a big game against St. Clair. And he was not present in the team's first meetings as well. So for Lambton, he will be a new player to deal with. The power forward standing at 6'6". Definitely looking to make a difference, and the Hawks win the ball. Gibson Edifol, half point. Braden Gone at small forward. Edifol. They look to Tyrone inside, and one. Tyrone Dixon starting off strong with a three-point play of his own. And he's going to shoot one. Great pass inside. And Dixon at the line for one. And he gets that one to go. Lambton, Gucek. And a great pass inside. They get that one to go. Anthony Smith with the bucket, tying this game up at 2 apiece. Working the ball around. And Tyrone Dixon puts in another one. Dixon with all 5 points early on in the game here for this Hawks team. Jason Marshall, he moves it to the right side. The drive by Hill, loose ball. Taken back by the Hawks, scramble for it. And the pass is made out and catch by Dixon. A great recovery from the Hawks on that scramble there. Edison. And a reach-in foul called against Brandon Paget. Tough call against Paget. That'll be his first. 2 team fouls now in the opening minutes against the Lambton Lions. Touches inside, no good. Here come the Lions on the fast break. They have numbers. And the shot from downtown from Jason Marshall, no good. back comes Ediful. Finding space. Inside to Tyrone. Tyrone getting position, and he puts in another one. 7 points for Tyrone Dixon. And a foul is called against Brandon Gone. And Brandon Bidget is going to go to the line for 2. No, it'll be an inbounds play called on the floor. Bidget posting up Gone. Bidget spinning, and he's going to call for the travel. Great defense from Braden Gone. So far, this Hawks team running things through Tyrone Dixon. He has all 7 points. An aggressive drive inside, but that's blocked. A great feed to Mike Lucier, but he's blocked, and Ediful come back the other way. A floater inside. No good. No tip in, and Paget coming up the right side. He's going to take it to Braden Gone. And a blocking foul called against Dixon, and Paget will go to the line for 2. And Sil Martin. And here we see a replay on that. Dixon caught inside the circle, and he's going to get his first. If you're the Lambton Lions, you definitely want to get the big man into foul trouble. He has all 7 points for the Humber Hawks, and that is just a sign of what is to come. And Paget missing his first. And Sil Martin also on the floor, the small forward out of Scarborough as well. He is in his 4th year. And Paget going to make this a 4-point game. Judge to Gone. Gone inside. A lot of contact there with Mike Lucier, but no call. Back come the Lions. And that outlet pass is a little bit too strong. Both teams trying to get something going. Judge for 3. Book it. Fouls it. Judge knocks down his first attempt of the night. A great save there from number 5, Sean Hill, but just out of out. And now you see a replay on that one, and a substitution coming in, and Sil Martin is going to come out at number 8. CJ Bennett will enter the game earlier on here in this first quarter. The 6-man from Brampton, Ontario, freshman. And a tough pass from Gone. Kickball. And they'll retain possession with 18 on the shot clock. And Judge at the top. Ediful down baseline. The step back J. He sticks it. Gibson Ediful knocking down the Jimmy. Smith gives that one to Jason Marshall. Paget from outside, no good. And a rebound from Bennett. He's unable to keep that in. Lucier goes up strong. And a foul on number 10, Tyrone Dixon. If you are the Hawks, you don't want to be hearing that. Dixon picks up his 2nd on the night. And only 4 minutes into this opening quarter, so Dixon with his 2nd, and you can't help but wonder if they're going to sub him out. And we do see a substitution coming in, assumingly so, for Tyrone Dixon, number 22. Kenny Ajim. And first shot from Mike Lucier is good at the line. And he sticks the 2nd one. Tyrone Dixon gonna have his seat. The big man is 3 for 3 from the field with more than half of his team's points. Judge open at the top of the key, and he sticks it. Foul shot, Judge for 3, nails his second, he has 6 points. Lucier, the big man with the handle, driving, no good. And here come the Hawks. Gibson going all the way, and the foul. Gibson, Ediful, going all the way, rising up. And he will shoot one to make it a 3-point play. This Humber squad averaging 80 points per game this season. Ediful missing that free throw. 12-point lead for the Hawks. Smith taking relentless pressure from Ediful. 5 on the shot clock. They're gonna go 1-on-1. Smith draws the foul on Gibson Ediful. And Anthony Smith will go to the line for 2. And that is the 4th team foul on the Humber Hawks. And he makes the first. And he looks to bring this lead to within 10. And he misses the second. Offensive rebound. And a travel is called against Mitchell Humby. High screen for Braden. To Judge. Judge sticks another 3. He's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Baljit Judge lighting it up from downtown. And number 15, Anthony Smith taking it to the Humber defense. He draws the foul and the basket. Substitution for Braden going, number 23. Kerwin Elvis. Brampton, Ontario, 2nd year. And Smith makes it a 3-point play. CJ Bennett. To Regime, they try moving inside to Judge and no good. Both teams moving the ball well. Not too many turnovers. And still anybody's game. The Hawks leading by 11. Lucier trying to get open. And Brandon Paget gonna get called for the travel. And Mike Lucier. Lucier unhappy with the no call on that play, a lot of contact. So Edifo will come out. And Nico Williams McIntosh will come in. Martin. Oh, and that's stripped and Pizzette going all the way, and he throws that one down. Great defense from the Lambton Lions. And Brandon Pizzette throws it down. The Hawks got to take care of the ball. Martin, and that pass inside. And Kenny Ajim draws the foul. Aggressive move from Ajim. And a great pass there. Jean getting to the line. Enjoying the foul. A few substitutions for the Lions. Jean shooting 2. This Humber team, 61% from the free throw line. And the Lambton Lions, a 75% free throw shooting team. And both teams averaging around 44, 45% from the field. Taking high percentage shots. A pump fake. And nothing but net for number 5, Sean Hill. They go in the post. Will Gucik. And that gets knocked out of play. Najim is going to throw that back out to Elvis. Trying to go baseline. And William Laracoston going to get called for the push. And Jason Marshall going to come back in. And foul on the floor, but it will be 2 shots. And he makes the second. Some full court defense from Elvis. Lucier going strong to the rim. He's stripped. And the call, last call going to go against Vul Gucik. Lucier to Marshall. Hill driving and dishing, but that one's going to get deflected out. Still Lambton ball, 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Paget pulls up from 3. That's nothing but net. Brandon Paget from downtown, and Lambton finds himself down 6. In the final minutes of this opening quarter, a great save from Paget, taken back by the Hawks. Inside, but Lucier picks it off. Off to the races for the Lions. Paget looking. Lucier driving inside, the dish. Battle for the ball. Jason Heron unable to put that layup in. And the Hawks retain possession. Some sloppy ball movement from the Humber Hawks. Looking to capitalize here. And Elvis with a sweet touch off the glass. And a 3 for Jason Marshall, pulling up from downtown. This Lambton team is really feeling it from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point lead. Gucik loses the handle, and he's going to get called for the foul against Paget, and he's going to go to the line. Vul Gucik with his personal. And now Brandon Paget, who has had a stellar first quarter. Looking to make it a 3-point deficit, but he misses his first free throw, struggling from the free throw line. Surprising for a team that is shooting 75%. Paget with the second. And he's able to convert on the second. Just under a minute and a half to go. And Gibson is back in. Try pick and roll. The drive from Martin is stripped, and Paget coming down the other way, flying high, and Paget with the Euro step makes it a 2-point game, 25-23 for Humber. Brandon Paget really showing off his stuff in this first quarter. They go to Vujic in the post. Vujic, the running hook shot, he gets it to go over Lucier. Vujic getting his first of the night. Like Lucier sizing him up. Lucier driving right. A tough shot for Lucier. And Lucier battling for the ball, but it will be Humber possession. Mike Lucier being active around the rim. This Lambton team coming in 8-4 on the season. A few games back. And a travel called against Martin. Some sloppy play from the Hawks resulting in turnovers. Easy points for this Lambton team. And with just 2 seconds remaining, it'll be a catch and release. And that shot off in time. Stripped by Edison. But Nikhil Williams-McIntosh unable to score, and 27-23 is your score after the first quarter. 2-minute break before we resume the second. Anybody's ball game, both teams looking good. And we will be right back momentarily with the start of this second quarter. Thank you for staying with us, and we'll be right back. It's going to be a thriller.
You've got your degree. Now take your education to the next level. At Humber College, our career-focused programs incorporate hands-on practical experience both in and out of the classroom, allowing you to get the experience employers are looking for.
All right, and we are back with the start of the second quarter here in the Hawks Nest. The Humber Hawks men's team lead 27 over the Lambton Lions 23. Some fantastic play out of the Lambton Lions. The Lambton Lions at number 4, Brandon Paget, who has been all over the place. Paget with 9 points in the first quarter. Really causing trouble for this Humber team. Mike Lucier also active on the defensive end with 3 rebounds. And it is anybody's game right now. The Lions open up with the ball. And we'll see what they're able to do. Paget still on the floor. And a long 3 coming in from Jason Marshall, but not gonna go. But the Lions regain possession. Ball last touched by the Hawks. The Hawks started off this game strong with as much as a 13-point lead on these Lions, but since then have gotten a little sloppy. They need to refocus. And Paget taking it to Martin. He tries to fake. Lucier running out of time. He pops, no good. And Gibson with the rebound. And Paget gonna get called with a holding on Judge. Head coach James Grant not happy with that. The 8-year veteran coaching this team. Not happy at all. And Brandon Paget with his second personal. The Hawks have still yet to see the return of one of their star players, Tyrone Dixon, who picked up 2 early fouls in the first. He had 7 straight points for this Hawks team, was absolutely dominating. They're definitely going to want to get him back in there soon as possible. Marshall, setting it up. He pulls up. Easy board for Lucier. Lucier battling, and he gets the putback. And now we see some full court pressure from Jason Marshall. And a nice move from Vul Gucic, but he's unable to finish. And back the other way. Loose ball, kept alive. Mike Lucier from way downtown. That's no good. And the Hawks trying to get something going. They only lead by 2. Judge for 3. Balajit Judge 4 for 4 from downtown. He's got the hot hand tonight. 12 points for Judge on 4 of 4 shooting. And a great move from Anthony Smith, absolutely slicing the Humber defense with a tough finish. Go to Vul in the post. Cross-court pass, a little sloppy. And the 3 from McIntosh not going to drop. And a fast break leads to an easy bucket for Jason Marshall. The Hawks lead by 1. They go inside, loose ball. That's taken, outlet pass to Lucier. He's in all alone. Mike Lucier gives the Lions a 31-30 lead. Hawks just looking to slow things down. Martin, headed full, he goes in. Judge trying to find space, outside. Ediful for 3, no good. And last touch by Humber, the Lions take possession. And here we see Mike Lucier taking it coast to coast, going all the way off the loose ball. Some great hustle from Sean Hill to get it to him. And a timeout called. Head coach for the Humber Hawks, Sean Collins, the 11-year head coach of this team, looking to talk things over. They were once leading by 13 and now find themselves down 1. Great play from this Lambton Lions team to rally back, led by Brandon Paget. And a team effort, Mike Lucier, as well as notable others such as Sean Hill, bringing them back into this game. Tyrone Dixon still not checked back into the game since picking up those 2 early fouls in the first quarter. And they need him, Mike Lucier. So far, winning the battle between himself and Vul Gucic. Here we just got a replay here. The man with the hot hand, number 9, Baljeet Judge. He's 4 of 4 from downtown. With 12 points on the night, without question the leading scorer for this team as of right now. And Tyrone Dixon has checked back into the game. Paget inside to Lucier. Lucier going at Dixon, hands up, but Lucier with the shot over Dixon. And he makes it a 3-point lead. Braden Gone. Ediful. In the post for Judge. Judge spinning, the hook shot is good. Judge with 14 points on 100% shooting and a block from Tyrone Dixon. Fantastic block from Tyrone Dixon. And Humber regains possession as well. Gibson Ediful. And Martin with the easy 8-foot jump shot. And right there you see the value of Tyrone Dixon. He cuts to the basket, forcing two people to drop to him, giving Martin the easy look from the free throw line. Tyrone Dixon making a difference even without the ball. And Dixon with the strip on Lucier. All the way, Martin going up. No contact, and Humber gonna regain possession. Lots of contact on that play. But Ansel Martin unable to draw the call, so it'll be an inbounds play with 18 on the shot clock. Going, driving inside, but he's stripped, and that's gonna be a foul against Anthony Smith. And here we see a replay on that, going with the hop step. And Smith hitting his hand. And Gone makes the first, and the Hawks regain this lead. Gone looking to make it a 3-point lead with this second free throw. And he sticks it. Paget going at Braden Coe with the sweet move, the reverse layup. Paget put in another one. Gibson Ediful trying to go baseline. He forces it up. A lot of contact, and that ball gonna go off of the Lambton Lions. And there you see Paget blowing by small forward Braden Gone and putting it up with the right hand on the opposite end. Fantastic play. He is the OCAA's top scorer for a reason, and he is doing so leading his team right now. Tyrone Gibson pulling his weight inside, and the running hook shot is good. Tyrone Dixon going back to work. Paget again going straight at Gone. He puts it up, but Lucier is there to clean it up. Mike Lucier and Brandon Paget putting up points for this Lions team. Along with the ladies, the men travel to Redmere College on the 5th, and a great cut inside to Tyrone Dixon. He puts up another one. And a nice move. Smith with the J. Both teams neck and neck here. The Hawks had themselves a cushion. Dixon gonna force his way inside, but he's getting called for a travel. A little misstep there, but Tyrone Dixon making it happen. And there you see a nice little V cut. Getting himself open for the easy basket, really dominating the rim. Loose ball, Edison going all the way and drawing the foul. Gibson Ediful with relentless pressure on Jason Huron. Gibson Ediful stripping Huron and then drawing the foul, nearly making it a three-point play, but he'll shoot two. With 3.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. And Edison misses the second, but it's recovered by the Hawks, and they're going to reset. Judge trying to find an open spot for that three. A great cut inside. And Dixon going up with the foul. Tyrone Dixon, a presence inside the key. And he is showing it right here. A great driving dish from Judge. And that foul going to be on Frank Benet. Dixon missing his first. And we've seen some free throw issues on both sides. Free throws must go in to win. And Dixon missing both. And they're going to go in the post. Sean Hill. And a foul on the floor. Sean Hill taking advantage of the smaller defender of Frank Benet. Excuse me, number 11, Jordan Rose. Going at him in the post. And we got ourselves a timeout here. 41-39 is the score, neck and neck. The Lambton Lions led by Brandon Paget. And supporting cast bringing it back from a 13-point deficit. Meanwhile, Tyrone Dixon back in the game doing work for this Humber team, giving them back the 2-point lead. This will certainly be a nail-biter. 30 seconds remaining in this timeout. Roughly 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Still many games left in this season. Both these teams in playoff contention. And here we have a play. Tyrone Dixon doing it on both ends, stopping Sean Hill there, and then going to work. Inside the key on the other end.
Seal and be big. Look for the ball here. So when we penetrate, can you see it?
But how about Baljeet Judge? 5 for 5 from the field. 4 of those being threes. He has 14 points on the night. He has yet to miss a shot. So definitely a man to keep our eyes on. And we have some substitutions. Tyrone Dixon no longer in the game. Kenya Jim is back out. As well as Kerwin Elvis. They go inside to Lucier. Lucier taking advantage of the height differential. And he scores with a nice shimmy shake. Judge. No shot there. Driving dish. Ajim. Backing down Lucier. Ajim trying to find his way inside. Rebound by Judge. No good. I believe that was his first miss on the night, but Lucier taking it all the way. Lead pass to Paget. No good. Outside for 3. And Jason Marshall puts it down. And Lambton, just like that, they find themselves back up by 3. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Pressure from Lucier. A lot of contact on that play. Jordan Rose trying to drive and dish. Last touch by the Lions. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and here we got a replay. The scramble for the ball. But Frank Benet finds Jim the big three. Rose spinning out of control and not going to go, and Paget off to the races. Paget to Benet. Easy baseline shot, no good. Saved by the Hawks. The dish outside, and a travel is called against Kenny Ajim. Great play. But it's turnovers like that that could cost you. Possible 3 for Braden Gone on that play. But it's these small unforced errors that have the Hawks down by 3. But still, both teams playing exceptionally well. Hill inside to Lucier. He's going to go at Judge. Lucier just going to work against Bialji Judge. And it's now a 5-point lead for this Lambton team, their biggest lead of the night. And Judge trying to find Goin. No good, loose ball. Here come the Hawks, they're all over the place right now. And Ajim bodying his opponent, making the space, and charge against number 23, Kerwin Elvis. And Elvis just walking it off there, great jumping down the shot. And Paget gonna get called for a officials just gonna go over it before a final ruling is made if we get a replay on that. And here we see Brandon Paget absolutely steamrolling Kerwin Elvis. Officials not sure if he was set. And it looks there was also a technical foul on the court. So now Brandon Paget will shoot 2 and the ball, but Paget struggling from the free throw line. In this quarter, he misses the first. It'd be rare to see him miss the second as well, and he does. Paget unable to make it happen from the free throw line. And now it looks like we have Sean Hill, so a possible double technical happening on the floor. Hill hits the first, and now they will regain possession. And a timeout for the Lambton Lions. 4-point lead, under a minute to go in this second quarter before halftime. 43-47. Brandon Paget playing out of his mind right now. The OCAA's leading scorer putting in work. And Tyrone Dixon keeping his team in it. Dominating the glass inside. Can't forget play from Mike Lucier, who's been going to work in the post. This will be a tight game, but right now, Lambton with the edge.
Mike, as soon as he makes the make it go right, come in with the baseline to help Sean. Paget, he's going to run right at Sean.
Head coach Sean Collins
Mike, Paget, they look at you too. One of these two be
for
open.
the Humber Hawks, and head coach
Pass back to
James Grant for the Lions, just going things over. Both veterans in the coaching biz. 30 seconds to go here in the second. And Lambton will hold to burn as much clock as possible. Marshall being pressured by Elvis. The Jack going to work down the left side, and a big block coming in from Ajim. Great steal, 3 seconds left. Martin going down the lane, and a blocking foul is called. Anthony Smith gonna get called for that charge. A great play from Ansel Martin. Now he has the opportunity to get a quick 2 points to make this a 1-possession game. And he sticks to first. And the second is good, 45-47. And now Sean Miller with the last shot from half court. And that's not gonna go. 45-47 is your score at halftime between the Lambton Lions and the Hawks.
45 for your Humber Hawks.
Some exceptional play from players on both teams. Brandon Paget, we will have his stat line for you in just a moment. And of course, Mike Lucier, Tyrone Dixon, notable players to keep your eyes on for the remainder of this game. 45-47. Both these teams averaging roughly about 80 points per game. And now we are going to go to Natalie, who is standing by. Natalie? She will be with us in a moment soon. Sorry for the delay. Both these teams averaging their typical stat lines, 44% from field, 45% from the field for Lambton. And now we're going to go to Natalie, who is standing by. Natalie?
Thank you, Connor. Vule Grujic, you've been watching some of this game from the sidelines. Tell me about the first half. You guys were leading 20-6, and then Lambton goes on that 10-0 run. What is the key to putting out their fire and keeping them from taking another lead?
Defensively, we just kind of had some lapses. We just need to stay playing hard, play hard, and execute the game plan defensively and offensively, and we'll be fine.
Now, how key was it executing that final stop and knocking down those free throws and going into the half with that momentum?
It helped, but it wasn't that key. We just got to come out with better intensity in the second half because we just didn't play the way we should right now.
Now, in that final timeout with Coach, he seemed very calm, trying to address the situation and call a play. Do you feel that calmness spreading through the team, knowing that the squad knows what they have to do and to do a job in the second half?
Yeah, for sure. We think we definitely have the experience from last year's team, and we'll be fine in the second half.
All right, looking forward to it. Back to you, Connor.
Thank you, Natalie. A lot of experience on this team. As he mentioned, they're calm, they're cool, collected. It's still anybody's game, and we will be right back with the second half underway here between Lambton and Humber. Stay tuned. It's coming up next. Welcome back for the second half of the second of today's doubleheader between the Lambton Lions and the Humber Hawks. 45-47 for the Lambton Lions right now. And there you see number 4 for the Lions team, Brandon Paget, 11 points in the first half. He has been the engine fuel in this team right now and has got his team up by 2 against these Humber Hawks, who led as much as 13 in the opening quarter. Paget, however, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. So that's the only part of Paget's game that's really struggling right now. Another man who's been influential, Mike Lucier, for this Lions team, and some action going under the rim right now, and the Lions are off to the races. Corner 3. No, that's no good, but an offensive rebound. They kick it to the corner. And a drive and an easy float, but miss from number 3, Jason Marshall, and Tyrone Dixon, who has been the leader for this Humber Hawks team. Him, Baljeet Judge, and Martin there with an easy jumper from the right side. Mike Lucier, 14 points on the night. He is 6 for 12. And he's stripped there. Gibson all the way, flying high with the left-hander. And a quick start for this Humber Hawks team. They roll 4 points and take a 2-point advantage. Going down, and a 3 from Marshall. Nope, not gonna go. Braden going. It's been quiet tonight. He swings it to Tyrone. Inside, and a foul. Baljeet Judge drawing the foul on the jumper. And he's going to shoot 2 points. He is the leading scorer for the Hawks as of right now. 14 points on the night for Judge. 16 points on the night for Judge. And he's looking to make that 17 and possibly 18. Humber right now shooting 64% from the free throw line. They were 9 of 14, make that 10 of 15. And a mind-boggling number, the Lambton Lions shooting 58% from the free throw line. Something they definitely need to fix up. But they're to stay in this game, and a great defensive play coming from the Hawks. And a scramble in the play. And the officials stay true to their word that it is Humber ball. Lions players not happy with the call. Pass inside to Martin. And they're going to swing it around. High screen. And in and out on the Jimmy for Martin. After the half, shooting 53% from the field for this Humber team. 54% for the Lambton Lions. Both teams shooting very well from beyond the arc as well. Bajek going inside, but he's blocked by number 7, Braden Gone. Fantastic play from Gone to shut down the OCAA scoring leader. Dixon. Ediful getting inside. Martin going down the baseline, and he draws the push. Foul on Sean Hill. It's going to be on the floor. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Tyrone Dixon shooting 100% from the field right now. He's 5 for 5 with 11 points, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. So Tyrone Dixon having a big game as well. Had some foul trouble early in the game, but they're gonna really need him. And a soft pass is intercepted by Judge, and he goes all the way, throwing it down. 18 points in the third, and a great defensive play from Bowsy Judge. And the Hawks on a 6-point swing. And Dixon with another foul. That's his third on the game. Head coach Sean Collins. The tough decision. Do you keep him in the game? Or do you take him out? It is only the third. And they choose to keep him in. And Padgett going straight through, going with the reverse layup. Adding to his stat line. Martin with a great move, going down the right, slicing the defense. Ansel Martin getting to the rack. But back the other way come the Lions. Mike Lucier with a tough shot. He throws it up. Fast offense. Ediful with a great spin move, but that can't drop. And Lucier gonna bring it up. And they're gonna slow the tempo down here. And the pull up from Marshall not gonna go. Ediful driving inside, finds Tyrone. He goes up strong and draws the foul on Lucier. Tyron Dixon, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. And here we have a replay on that. Lucier not happy with the call. A great drive from Ediful. Mike Lucier is still not happy with the call. Dixon with 11 points in the night. And he sinks it. He's now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And he makes them both. And a substitution coming in. Dixon coming out with 3 fouls. He probably won't sit long. And in comes number 15, Avul Gucic. Gibson Ediful getting a little over aggressive there at the half court line. He picks up a personal. Weak pass intercepted by Braden Gone. Off to the races. Martin going up strong. And the basket won't count. Great defensive play from Braden Gone. And Ansel Martin taking a hard foul there from Paget. And it will be an inbounds play. The bucket from Gone will not count.
Line for who? Higher.
Big move inside from Gruchik. Battling on the boards. He gets his own rebound. And Gruchik putting up his second bucket of the night. And Miller going inside through traffic, and he draws the foul. Sean Hill drawing a foul on Gruchik. Sean Hill bullying his way inside. And he'll shoot two. The Hawks, with an aggressive run, now find themselves back up by 10, make that 9. Both teams have improved their free throw shooting. And still anybody's game. We're halfway through the third, and Bacek gonna sign back in. Number 5, Sean Hill, 6 points on the night. Martin, the high screen for Edible. Pick and roll with Gruchik. A great spin move from Gruchik, and he lays that off the glass. Cool, Gruchik putting the moves, and stolen at the other end by Gibson. Gibson, ISO, he's gonna take it himself, inside to go, and then he throws it down. Braden Gome with a monster slam on the pass from Edible Gibson. And a timeout called by the Lambton Knights, an energizer from Braden Gome. (63-51) for the Humber Hawks, and there we see the replay posterizing Mike Lucier. And a great play. Coach Sean Collins going to settle his team down and drop the next play. And let's listen in.
When Pageant gets the ball here, we got to press up on him. We're dapping him.
There you see 11-year coach, 85-18 record. And his team currently sits at 11-3 in the Western Division. Humber coming out with an electrifying run there. And James Grant finished talking to his team. And both are ready to go. Still 4 minutes to go in this third. It is anybody's game. We saw Lambton come down from 13 down before. And here they find themselves trailing 12. And Gibson Ediful, aggressive on the inbound, really frustrating the flow of this Lambton offense. And Mike Lucier going straight at Gruchik and draws the foul. And Lucier has been big for his team. And he hits the first. Trying to bring his team within single digits. And he puts them both in, substitution. Gibson Ediful comes out, and number 11, Jordan Rose, signs back in. Now the Hawks are going to pick things back up after that electrifying run, which has given them that 10-point lead. Martin taking the baseline. Gruchik against Lucier. Great defense by Lucier, no good. Bacek going straight at Goin. No call, saved by Goin. And it's awarded to the Lions. Some great defense from this Hawks team. Paget been quiet in the later minutes. There we see some great defense from Goin and a scramble Last touch off the Hawks. And Lucier is going against Ajim. Right side ISO, and he loses the handle. Some great defense there from numbers 22, Kenny Ajim. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Gruchek. Wrap his arm around there, you see Lucier in some pain. He took an elbow to the back of the head, and that's going to be a foul against Gruchek, and he's going to be signed out. And Tyrone Dixon checks back in. And the big man in the middle looking to extend this lead. Cross-court pass. And the three from Marshall goes, and it's now a 7-point lead. Martin. Ajim. No good, an easy rebound for Lucier. Here come the Lions. Leggett going straight through the rack. And a rebound for Dixon. Mike Lucier with a double-double on the night. Dixon finds Ajim inside. He goes up strong and he draws the foul. And that's another foul against Lucier. Kenny Ajim to the line for 2. And it's going to be a timeout called by Sean Collins. His team up by 7. Looking to sit down and talk things over. Mike Lucier, as mentioned before, double-double on the night. And Tyrone Dixon back in the game for this Hawks team. Still a 4th quarter to be played. Both these teams neck and neck. The Hawks looking to extend their winning streak to 9. Both teams playing very well. But yet, has been quiet in this 3rd quarter. It has been all Mike Lucier, as well as number 15, Anthony Smith, knocking down those threes. A team effort from this Lambton Lions squad, which has kept them in the game thus far. And here we just got a replay on that last play through that electrifying run. Braden Gone rising up and throwing it down over Mike Lucier to give the Hawks their 12-point lead, which has now been cut to 7. And Kenny Ajim at the line for 2. And he makes the first. Humber greatly improving his free throw percentage throughout this 3rd quarter. And just as I say that, Ajim misses his 2nd. And Lucier grabs it. Some great defense from Martin, but it will still be Lions ball. An 8-point lead. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. And Paget Dyson to land, and he goes in with the tomahawk slam. Brandon Pagetta laps in the defense, and he takes advantage, rising up with that one. A momentum killer for this Hawks team. They're trying to answer back. 5 seconds on the shot clock. A drive-in dish, and that's going to be a shot clock violation and a travel called against Kenny Ajim. And there we see Paget rising up and throwing it down, finding a huge hole in the defense. Paget trying to find a similar lapse in the D. A great pass from Lucier inside, and he finds Jason Marshall, who draws the foul. A great pass from Mike Lucier. And the first is good, makes it a 5-point game. The Lions clawing their way back from a 12-point deficit just as they did in the first. And Jason Marshall with 11 points tonight. This Lions team very solid and spread across the board in terms of who is scoring. It is the same for this Humber Hawks team. Tyrone Dixon, Gibson Edifool, Kenny Ajim, and they're looking to find something. And Braden Gone gets the floater. And a quick lead pass to Paget. He's already at the other end. And he draws the foul on Gone. And just like that, the Lions answer back with an incredibly fast-paced lead pass to Paget. And he's going to add to his stat line here. He has struggled from the free throw line. And not on that first, he gets it to go. $16 points on the night for Brandon Paget. Kenny throwing a body down and bustling his way to the net for two. And Marshall coming down with speed, and that's a bit too strong, and now here come the Hawks. And they go side out, and the three from number 6, Nikhil Williams McIntosh, his first bucket of tonight. And just like that, the Hawks find themselves back up 10, and a turnover from the Lions. And a fantastic feed from Gone to find McIntosh in the corner, and he knocks it down. Kerwin Elvis taking some pressure. 6 seconds left here in this third. And a lead pass to Gone, intercepted by Lucier. He's gonna throw it up. And Lucier almost getting that one to drop, but no go. And 71-61 is the score heading into the fourth and final quarter. Great play from both teams, but your Hawks edging it out right now from great playing from the whole team, from Tyron Dixon, Dick Gibson, Edifool, and of course the man with the big slam, Braden Gone. The Hawks travel to Redmere College February 5th. And we will be right back heading into the fourth and final quarter between these Lambton Lions and your Humber Hawks. Be right back.
At Humber, we are career-focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
And we are back. It's fourth quarter time here in the Hawks' nest. 71-61. The Hawks leading by 10 with an emphatic run in the middle of the third quarter. And the Lions, with some sloppy play, have yet to come back into it, but 10 minutes to go. And this is anybody's game. It will be. Brandon Paget with the inbound, Michael Lucier, as well as Sean Hill, Anthony Smith, and Jason Marshall. The 5 on the court for the Lambton Lions. And a great move from Smith, but unable to finish. Braden Gone, Kerwin Elvis, Kenny Ajim, CJ Bennett, and Nikhil Williams-McIntosh. And some aggressions at the net, and CJ Bennett muscling his way to get that rebound. And Mike Lucier is down. And right off the bat, you can tell he took some sort of elbow to the nose. Not sure if he is bleeding or not, but CJ Bennett with an aggressive move to get the rebound. Mike Lucier still very much in the game, putting up an amazing stat line for his team with 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists with a double-double. And just like that, a big 3 from Jason Marshall. The jab step silencing the crowd. Elvis taking a shot on that screen. And an offensive foul called against Braden Gone. Excuse me. It looks to be an offensive foul against the Lions. Some confusion on both sides of the team. But it will be an offensive foul against the Lions. A shove on a screen. High screen for Elvis. He goes down the left side. Kicking out the 3. No good. Braden Gone rising up for that rebound, but can't quite get a hand on it. The Jet looking for somebody to give it to. And the Lions get it in bounds. Down by 9. Mike Lucier going straight inside against the Ajim, and he gets the finger roll to go. Mike Lucier with 18 points on the night. And this lead down to 7. Slowly away, these Lions are chipping away at it. The pass inside to go, but a travel is going to be called against McIntosh. The Humber Hawks shooting 83.3% from the free throw line. The Lambton Lions also shooting 87.5% from the free throw line, much better than their 58% in the first half. So both teams really picking it up. And Judge from downtown, no good. A rare miss on tonight from Baljit Judge. Lions, you can see some urgency. They're trying to push that ball up and get some quick points. And a driving dish. And a three, no good, from Jason Marshall. And the Hawks have adapted a slower pace, moving the ball around, looking for the high percentage shot. They're shooting 50% from the field in the second half. And a floater from Kerwin Elvis, a great use of the clock. And he floats that one in to make it a 9-point lead. Oh, and a step back coming in from Anthony Smith, busting some ankles. And he drops that one down. Gone, he drives and dices the lane. Braden Gone with the easy layup. This Lions defense not quite looking like what it was in the first. But they are still in this. And Paget gets hacked and he's going to the line for two. And we see Braden going up strong. Over Sean Hill and Mike Lucier. And some substitutions. Vul Gucek coming back in the game. As well as Ansel Martin. And Gibson Edifool. Edifool with 7 points, 9 assists in the game. Edifool takes it out. Martin on a pick and roll. It's taken by Paget. He's trying to get it out, and he does. Paget with a steal. The dish from Lucier to Sean Hill, but he was out of bounds. And Edifool will bring it up, and Martin gonna take it to the lane strong with the left hand. And Ansel Martin. And back the other way. A strong drive. Coming in from Marshall, and the foul is going to be on the floor. Inbounds with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Great finish there from Martin. Lucier to the corner, to the key. Paget for three, and that one way off. The Hawks trying to avenge their lost October 24th to these Lambton Lions. And so far, holding on to this 9-point lead, it looks like they're going to do it. Gibson with a strong move inside, and he gets the finger roll to go. The lead is now 11. And a timeout called. Timeout by the Lions. They now face an 11-point deficit with 5 minutes to go. Full 2-minute timeout. And there, Gibson with the stutter step. Beating Lucier to the rim. And Edifool just about has a double-double himself.
They're having a tough time with Horns.
Head coach John Collins.
All right. Right? If they go zone and they go out front, let's go Butler with Ansel in the middle. Okay, got this. All right. So Horns, let's go. Who we got on the floor? Right? Judge, right? Okay. Let's go to Boulet's side. So Boulet is the diver coming down the pipe. So then we can turn around. He can seal, and then we can go high-low. All right. No, Judge is going to do the handoff. He's the back screen guy. They're going to set the flat screen on Gibby and then fucking dive right here. Gibby, if you get everybody collapsing here, look for Judge here, then we can go high-low here to Bula, okay?
Head coach Sean Collins working things with his
If they
team.
cheat on the flare, it's a
I heard
rip and
mentions
go.
of the zone
Ansel break.
defense.
All right? If they cheat on the flare, it's a rip.
As well, they drew up a little play there for their next possession. Collins is a respected coach of 11 years with this Humber team. And we will see how sound these Hawks are defensively. They hold on to a big lead and they immediately start the full court press. Lucier going one-on-one with Juvic. And he puts that one away. Lucier having a spectacular night, dropping another one, the 20-foot J. Gibson going against Marshall. Vujic turns it over. Lucier and Marshall, and they lob it up for Lucier, and he throws it down with the soft layup. And just like that, these Lions trail 7, going back to back. Gibson trying to find an opening. Inside pass. It's a battle for the ball. And a shot clock violation is called. However, confusion on the floor. There should have been a shot clock reset. And there is Marshall with Lucier. And just some confusion, but there should have been a reset on the shot clock after the attempt from Braden Gone, but there was not. So it will be Humber Hawks ball. Cross-court pass to Judge for 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Lucier. And now Smith will bring it up. Smith going all the way, no good. Rebounded by Paget. He tries forcing it up, no. And now the Hawks are off to the races. Gibson all the way. And he's gonna slow it down, burn some clock. The screen with Dixon. Inside, he finds the cutting. Braden Gone, and he throws down another jam. And we've seen that a lot. Going on those basket cuts when Gibson penetrates the lane. Sean Hill trying to find an opening. Smith with the hook shot, it's no good. And with 3 minutes to go, these Lions need to make a comeback now. Great pass inside to Lucier. Lucier battling, he's blocked by Dixon. It's a one-on-one between Hill and Gibson. And no good. Hill with the rebound, and back come the Lions. The pop. But Marshall does not lock it. And now Braden Gone will slow the pace down. 2.5 minutes to go. And Tyrone Dixon, we haven't seen him in a while. The feed inside from Edifool, and Gibson puts it in. And head coach James Grant will call a timeout for his Lions. They trail by 9. With just over 2 minutes to go, Tyrone Dixon put in that one. And we got a replay on that right here. Gotta love having a point guard like Gibson Edifool. He cuts the lane and he finds the cutting Braden Gone. And we saw that on that last play as well. Gibson Edifool cuts in. And now we're gonna listen in on the coach.
But in transition, we slow it down. All right, we want to play in the half court. They don't. They're tired. All right, if it's 2-on-1, 3-on-1, just push the ball. Okay, but you know that when you cross center. All right? So let's take our time in the flow. Okay, and get right into it. Any questions? All right, finish this.
And there you see Sean Collins going over the game plan, slow it down in the half court with 2.5 minutes. They have time on their side. If they have a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, then push it. But right there we see that the Hawks going to definitely slow down the tempo. And safe to assume that this Lambton Lions team is going to want to push it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to make up 9 points. Both teams with minimal fouls, 2 team fouls for the Hawks, and only 1 for the Lions. The Jet going straight at Gone. He goes up, and he gets called on the travel. Brandon Paget is trying to go one-man army on that play and take on the Humber D. And you see the pressure already. Martin. Dixon. Screen for Gone. The Judge. And they're looking to set things up. Ediful cuts the D. The tough shot, no good. But they keep it alive and they regain possession. A great save. And Ediful gonna go back at it again. Dixon keeps it alive inside the paint. No good, and back here we go. Paget one-on-one. And he looking for a foul, blows the easy layup. And Dixon, great back and forth. Minute 20 to go. Gibson Ediful. Not quite, he looks for a foul, not gonna get it on Lucier. And the 3 from Lucier. He knocks it down, 77-85. And here comes the full court press. Judge. And they're just working the ball. And there you see the foul on Encil Martin from Brandon Paget. And there we see the 3-pointer on that last play from Mike Lucier, who has had a stellar night, keeping his team alive in this game. However, these Lions trailing by 8 with 50 seconds to go. It would be a tough comeback. The outlet pass to Paget, he puts it in, so now it is a 6-point game with 41 seconds and a timeout called by Sean Collins, and he's going to draw something up for this next possession, and the Hawks will inbound. And even though this game in the hands of the Hawks getting a little bit too lackadaisical there and giving Paget the easy layup. And so now Sean Collins is going to draw something up. Force the fouls from the Lions and secure this game. Excellent free throw shooting in this second half from both teams, especially the Humber Hawks, who have been shooting 70% from the free throw line.
Run diagonal, okay, just get it in. All right, but keep the ball in the middle of the floor. What's that?
And a pretty simple game plan from the coach. Just get the ball in, run a few diagonal cuts, get it in, and keep it alive. With 40 seconds, the Lions will be forced to foul sooner or later. And we will see how the Lions respond. Braden Gone will inbound. And they get it in the Judge. No foul coming in yet, and there it is. Neither team in the bonus yet. And that'll be a recurring theme for the next few possessions. The Lions look to get the Hawks in the bonus. To force some missed free throws. We'll see if it happens. And Ansel Martin will now go to the free throw line. Shooting 2. .35 seconds to go in this game. And Martin makes the first. 7-point lead. He looks to make it 8 with the second. And he does make it 2 for 2. It's now an 8-point lead. And the Lions in a quick pull right here. They go to Paget. And he cuts the foul. So Paget will go to the line for 2, make it a 6-point game. Should he make both of his free throws, he has struggled from the line tonight. Excellent clock management from the Lions, wasting 6 seconds. But there is still a chance. And Paget makes his first. He has had himself a good night. And he makes both. Now they need a steal right here. Outlet pass to Martin. And they find Braden in the corner. And they keep it away. Burning clock. And a foul on Gibson Edifool, burning 16 seconds off that clock, and now 16 seconds remaining in the game. With the Hawks up 6, possibly 7 or 8. Edifool at the line for 2. And he makes the first one. And he makes the second one. And he has 11 points. And the Lions wasting clock, looking to get something. Paget with the mid-range J, that doesn't go. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Humber Hawks extend their streak to 9, getting revenge on the Lambton Lions for their loss. October 24th with your final score of 89-81. Both the men and women come home with victories in today's doubleheader. Fantastic play from Mike Lucier, dropping a double-double, keeping his team in this, as well as Brandon Paget. For the Humber Hawks, big play from Tyrone Dixon, as well as Gibson Edifool, and of course the man from downtown, number 9, Baljit Judge, knocking those threes down. Excellent play to close out the game, making the free throws in the second half. And those Hawks, who blew an early first quarter lead, bounce back and take this one by 8. Pushing themselves to 12-3 on the season, while the Lions fall to 8-5. And Natalie will be standing by with us shortly. And Mike Lucier finishing with 25 points and 15 rebounds. Fantastic stat line. Meanwhile, Brendan Paget with 23 points in the loss tonight. Those two individuals definitely keeping Humber alive. Baljit Judge, the leading scorer for our Humber Hawks, with 18 points and 4 assists. And Gibson Edifool with a double-double of 11 points and 11 assists. And he will be standing by with Natalie shortly. We will throw her over in a second. And now Natalie is ready, and she is standing by with Gibson Edifool. And Natalie?
Gibby, Double-double today for you, 11 points, 11 assists. You were surprised when I told you that, but tell me, what was the biggest difference between the first and second half in the team's approach?
Just communication and focus. We practiced all week. We had a little bit of other things we were dealing with, so we weren't as focused as we once were. So we got to focus. Second half, we sat in the change room. Coach talked to us. We got refocused, and that was a big difference.
Getting lots of love from the team. So you refocus, but tell me about Lambton never said die throughout the entire game, but how big was it to have an entire team effort? You had 5 guys on the board with double digits in scoring.
It's really big because going down the stretch, you can't have one player leading you the whole way. So we need a multiple amount of guys to lead us to victory. And today we had, as you said, 5 or more in double figures, and we're going to need that going down the stretch when we play in the OCs and nationals.
Of course, now we're thinking ahead to OCs. You got 3 games left in the regular season. The big one is against Sheridan. How's a game like this prepare you for that game?
Oh, it's good. Lambton's guard play is really good, and so is Sheridan. So it's going to prepare us a lot. We're going to have to practice hard every day like we've been doing, and we will beat Sheridan.
Oh, we can't wait for that game. Number 2 and number 3 seed in the Western Division. Until then, good luck in Redeemer next week.
Thank you.
Back to you, Connor.
Thank you, Natalie, and fantastic play from everybody. And thank you on behalf of everybody from the BRTV crew, myself, Natalie, and everybody else who helped out in today's event for the doubleheader. Both teams coming home with wins. Your Humber Hawks doing it again. I'm Connor Forrest. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.